Hi, and welcome back to Alberta Camping. Recently, we had one of our viewers ask us, what about our trailer do we not use or dislike about our trailer? That's a really difficult question to ask or to answer, because I don't know what type of camper you are, what kind, if you like to dry camp, or the locations that you're going to. So it's going to vary from person to person, and it depends how big of a family you have, and how long the extent of time that you like to camp for. So about our trailer, it's a Rockwood 2702 WS. And when we were looking for trailers, we had actually seen somebody with a Rockwood who talked to us about how much they loved it. They gave us a little tour of it. So we decided that we would check those out, as well as some other ones. And we noticed the quality of the mattresses was huge for us when we took a look, and the differences, and then how solid it felt when you open cupboards. So my suggestion would be is to not just look at one brand, but look at a bunch of different ones. And what time of year are you camping? Are you just a summer camper? Are you a spring and fall camper? You're going to want something that's a little bit more solid for those times of years when it's cool. We've camped when there's snow on the ground. So we want something that's a little bit more solid and a little bit more insulated. Although this trailer, I would not say is a all-season trailer. So the things that we were looking for when we were shopping around was we wanted a separate bedroom, but it didn't need to be like luxurious. It just needed to be closed off with a door. We were also looking for a bunk. So because at the time we had teenagers and we wanted space for them. What we learned though with the bunk situation is that when they're in their teens, in late teens, they don't want to camp with mom and dad, or they want to set up a tent. So it's very rarely that the bunks have been used. So we don't necessarily need them. I actually really love I sleep in the bottom bunk a lot because I love it. I love that coziness of it. But I wouldn't be if I hadn't had really awesome mattresses. So this trailer came with the Serta mattresses, and the bunk ones are actually, if you're in a powered site, are heated as well, so you can heat them up. So that was kind of a neat add-on for those off-season, early spring and fall camping. It's nice to have that heated mattress because it does get a little cool in the bunk. What I noticed though is right underneath the bunk is a big storage area. And so you get a lot of cool air from underneath that storage area. So just as a reminder, if the beds are on top of a big storage area, it may be a little bit cooler. So we were looking because we came from a motorhome and it had a lot of storage in it, closets. And so that was a big thing for me. Where are we going to put all our stuff? So I really took a good look at the storage when we were shopping and kind of picturing in my mind the uses of every little space and what we had and what those spaces could be used for. I was looking for something with a pantry because I knew that we needed some place that everything wasn't going to be scattered all over the trailer, that we had one location for all the food and the pots and pans and our water. And this trailer had an amazing amount of storage for such a small space. So they did utilize the spaces. I really like the upper cabinets above the couch and above the dining area. And they were easy to get at, which was important for me. The other thing I was looking for, because I'm in a family of men, was a bathroom that was big enough for me to change my clothes in. Because a lot of the trailers have really tiny, if you're looking for a shorter, smaller trailer, will have a very small bathroom. So this one actually has an entrance from the outside into the bathroom, which is really nice. And I'm able to change my clothes in there without having to close all the blinds and tell everybody to get out of the trailer. Let's see now. Storage, we're talking about storage. We've kind of gone with a bin system. So underneath where the cleaning supplies go, there's a bin. Above the sink where the water bottles and coffee cups and the large sippy cups, those type of things are all in a bin. So we are transporting things in bins. When we close up at the end of season, it's a matter of grabbing bins and taking it out of the trailer and putting them in the truck. When we go back and forth to the city, when we're going to replenish our supplies, basically we're taking a bin with us and we are taking the cooler with us. So that's all we need. Or the other thing is a laundry basket. So all our dirty clothes, and we just put it in the bathtub, really. Put the laundry basket in there. All our dirty clothes go in there. So when we're done with them, we all have one spot. You just grab the laundry basket, grab a bin, and grab the cooler, and that's all we need to take with us, which is great. Now I'm going to show you, it's good when you're looking at trailers to get measurements of all the spaces as well. So this we got actually at Costco, but I've noticed that you can get them at lots of different places now. And these are collapsible. So this is what we're actually using in our pantry. So we have one of these that has all our dry goods in it, and we have one that has all our pots and pans in it. And we also have an empty one that we take back and forth. And then it folds down real easy, and it goes real easy. And then we just store it when it's not in use while we're camping. So this is something that I would definitely use. It's really, really easy and quick and easy to store. The one thing about trailers, the one thing I like about ours is that there is little bedside tables, and there is a closet slide, which I really like, that there's lots of storage in there. And we usually keep extra pillows, towels, and blankets in there, and a little bit of clothes, but mostly we're going back into town quite often, so we don't necessarily have to bring a ton of clothes with us in one little trip. The one thing I don't like about our trailer is that the couch is there, but there's no place ever to put a drink. So if you are going to, if you have power and it's a stormy night and you're going to watch a movie on the TV, which we hardly ever do, but we have done it, there's no place to put a drink. And not only that, sometimes you want to put your feet up. So what we found was this, it's actually a collapsible ottoman. I'll lift it up here. Hopefully the table. So it's actually collapsible, and it's really sturdy, and we use it as a footstool, and we can also use it as a table. But not only that, it stores all our hats and mitts, things that we don't use very often. Our hiking boots are in here. What else? Rain boots. So things that we don't use that often are in here. But I'm encouraging you to find things that are multi-use. So this is a table, a footstool, a storage unit for hats and boots and whatever else but you can also sit on it. It's that solid. So it's an extra seat as well. So we really, just watch it collapse on me, John. And what's really neat about this is it actually fits really, really well beside the bed and underneath the slide. So when the slide comes in, the closet slide, it actually stores really nicely for traveling underneath there. All right, so let's get down to the nitty-gritty of the things I don't like in trailers. I don't like the oven. I don't like the stove. I don't like the microwave. But you know what? You have to have those things in a trailer. They force you to have those things. We cook outside all the time. We don't like stinking up what we call our house, our home away from home, with the smell of bacon or fried onions, anything like that. We cook outside all the time. So our microwave right now is storing our dish towels and dishcloths. Our oven is storing cutting boards. So we have found uses for them, but they are like spaces that we don't use. If we were traveling, let's say we're going to go around North America for 6 months, we would probably end up using them more. But the way we camp, we don't really need them. We have used the stove once in a while, boil water, but on the most part, we don't use those things. But you have to have them. It's not an option. Every trailer will come with one of those. I would have liked a linen closet of some sort somewhere close to the bathroom, which we don't have. A lot of trailers are coming with more space in the bathrooms now, and it has a little closet to store toilet paper and towels and such. The other thing I would really like in a trailer is a closet or somewhere to put your wet, dirty shoes and a coat. Because right now, as you have to walk through the trailer to where our closet is. We have 2 closets, actually. One in the bedroom and one by the bathroom, closer to the bathroom. And you have to go through the trailer to hang up your coat. It's not a big inconvenience, but I've seen trailers with a coat closet and a place to put shoes, which I would love. I would love that. So tables by the couch would be nice. Even those airplane ones that fold over, those old university kind of tables that come up and swing over, would have been beautiful. That would have been nice. I don't need a big fancy trailer with the whole like end tables and everything, but somewhere to put a drink would be nice. Coat closet by the door, somewhere to put your dirty shoes. So we just have a boot tray basically by the front door. We also bought mats that actually fit really nicely at both the doors so that we don't track all the grass and dirt through the trailer. Oh, and just recently we noticed that doors on the cupboards above the couch in the eating area, the screws are coming a little loose. And when we actually traveled down a dirt road, some of the doors opened and spilt stuff everywhere. So we're in the process of trying to find bins that will fit in there in case that ever happens again. So some maintenance has to happen. You just got to keep it up and take a look. So we tightened all the screws, but I think we'll gorilla glue them as well. Take the screws out and put them all back in. Make sure they're nice and tight, because as soon as they got loose, then the doors, if anything banged against them, the doors opened and things flew out. So we're outside campers. We like to stay outside, but it's nice to have the convenience of having a bathroom when you need it, having a nice place to sleep. But don't know. Bring a tarp, put it over your fire pit. Get yourself set up for solar. They give you the option of a backup camera. Never used it, never installed it. We don't need it. Once you get used to backing it up, it gets easier, and we have hand signals and everything now. Stop. Come back. To the left. So, yes, perfect. Stop. We have all those hand signals. We had walkie-talkies to start, which was nice too. So we actually have those still. We also took a look at what lighting we had. So LED is the way to go. Some of the lights you can't change. We'll have to change the whole fixture. So we've done as much as we can with changing everything out to LED if it didn't come with it. So we bought brand new, thinking that if you buy brand new, then you're gonna be hassle-free. What we found out though, there's a lot of little things that need to be tweaked or haven't been tightened and such, like when we bought it. So we've had to deal with water leaks, get those fixed. Hot water heater had to be replaced. What else did we have to do? Quite a few leaks actually. We got the mouse guard put on the bottom, and then we had a mouse. But that was because there was space where the pipes came into the bathroom that hadn't been completely closed off. So we closed that off. And it's been mouse-free since, because that's the worst thing, is to have critters living in your trailer with you. Another thing we do for that, though, is we also put essence of peppermint on cotton balls, and we put them around in the places where we think might be an entry point. And they don't seem to like peppermint, so it seemed to work for us. I know some people will dispute that, but it worked for us. So basically, you need to buy what makes sense for your family and the type of camping that you do. Take a look at your storage space. Make sure you have enough sleeping room for you and your family. It's not necessary to sleep 10 people. That's what we were looking at. Wow, you know, the dinette folds down, the couch pulls out, we have a queen size bed, we have 2 double bunks, and very rarely is there more than the 2 of us. So we really didn't need all of that. If I was to do it differently, I would get that freestanding table and chairs. In my trailer, I wouldn't get the bench seating that we have, just because it is a little bit tighter. But we did get the table that we have, though, is kind of neat because it actually is removable. Like, you can take it right out of there and it can fold down. You could use it as a coffee table, and we could bring it outside if we needed it. So that was kind of a neat option for it. Mind you, we've never done it. We haven't ever had a need for it. A lot of people that I know actually keep their dinette folded down and just use it as a storage area for other lawn chairs. So it's up to you what you like, what kind of camping you're going to do, and how many people that you have in your family or that are going to camp with you. Just be wise, ask lots of questions, do your research, and figure out what you need and you want prior to purchasing. Thanks for watching. If you have any comments or you have more questions about the pros and cons of what you need in a trailer or places, if you just have some questions, just comment below and like and subscribe. Happy camping!